Hey everybody, Allison Gardner here, and I wanted to come to you with 3 tips to beat the holiday stress and have joy this holiday season. For me, the holidays are actually one of the most stressful times of the year, just because the holidays were always my absolute favorite growing up. And I'm as sentimental as absolutely all get out. And I love just spending time with family and doing all the things that I always have done. And the holidays are not my husband's favorite time of year, and it's not something that he looks forward to, because memory lane is not the best place for him to spend a lot of time. I'll put it that way. And so he doesn't always enjoy Christmas, and his answer is to hibernate a little bit through the holidays, which is all good, except for hello, social butterfly me here wants everything to do with my family. And so it takes some negotiation and renegotiation and some flexibility, and we just kind of do what works for us the best that we can, and handle it with love and patience the best that we can. And our families are very supportive of that. They haven't always been, but open communication does absolutely wonders. So I have been stressing a lot this month with Thanksgiving just next week, and things coming the week, and Christmas coming the month after, of just the holiday parties and the get-togethers and how to make it all work. And so I get a lot of stress built up and a lot of frustration and hurt and just all of these things that I work on processing. And as you guys are aware, writing stuff is my favorite way to process. I highly recommend it. Just sitting down and letting things go. I've also found shouting in my car, not in an empty room because people would hear you, but in my car, and just processing stuff out and letting things go. Those are some wonderful ways to kind of, after the stress is built, but I want to share the ways to stop stress from building, period. So tip number 1 is to set an intention for every day. The holidays are one of the busiest times of the year. You're trying to juggle a whole bunch of different responsibilities and things that you want to do, things you have to do, places that we all need to go and to be. And so as you get up every morning and as you start your day, I encourage you to set the intention. What do you want your day to look like? How do you want it? What's one thing that you want to accomplish that day? What's one thing you'd love to have happen, or something you'd like to keep in mind? Because as you hold on to that one intention, a lot of crazy things can happen that day. And I actually heard this from a friend who had read an article about this, that there is a lot of things outside of our control, but setting an intention for our day can help us reset all through the day. As things get crazy or stuff's happening, we just say, okay, what was my intention? What do I want to keep in mind? And then you reset. Second thing to do is renegotiate your boundaries. A lot of us have goals for weight, and even my 5 tips to beat the wintertime blues talked about not eating a lot of junk food. So it's definitely on our minds, and eating a lot of sugary stuff can make us sick and get us a lot more stressed out. So it is good to have food goals, but also people goals and space goals and activity goals. And so as we kind of set what we hope our intentions are each day, or what our goals are each day, for me it's getting enough sleep, for me it's eating the good right kinds of foods for me, and staying positive. Sometimes those things are hard to do, and so instead of either saying yes I'm going to do it or no I'm not, have you guys ever noticed what happens when you say no I'm not, and then all of a sudden you cave, and all of these goals you set and all of these things you wanted to do just go out the window? Like, we just feel so bad we couldn't do it, we just push it out of the way. But what if in those moments, instead of just either saying yes we did it or no we failed and then we spiral down and it's a steep decline, what if we paused and renegotiated? I learned this from a mentor of mine, and he talked about how important it is to renegotiate, to pause in that moment and say, I wonder what do I really want? And if for me, it's, well, I really want that pie and I really want to eat healthy, then instead of shutting myself down and feeling rotten, or caving and still feeling rotten, what if I said, okay, you know, I have a goal to eat healthy, so I'm going to have this portion of pie instead of the whole pie, or I'm going to stay up a little later because I value the time that I'm spending here. But it's about making the conscious choice and consciously engaging with the choices you're making so that you know you're still in control. That's what negotiation is all about. It's not about caving, it's not about hardlining and feeling awful either way, but it's about being open to renegotiate the boundaries. This is also with family and with people. You know you should be there. Well, we know that should's not the greatest. So instead of beating yourself up about it, just be kind to yourself and say, you know what, I do love Great Aunt Muriel a lot, but I need space right now. And that's okay. That is okay. So be open and be flexible, and you'll find that you feel way more comfortable with the choices you're making because you're the one in the driver's seat. And third, quick wrap up, take time to pause and remember. Most of us have happy memories of the holidays, but they can get buried under frustration or stress or sadness or confusion. And so take time to remember the good, and remember that that good can still be in today. It goes back to setting the intention. So those are my 3 tips to beat the holiday stress and find joy this holiday season. First, set your intention for every day. You don't have to be perfect, but kind of have a guiding star of what you'd like to have happen or what you'd like to remember that day. 2, renegotiate your boundaries. Don't cave, renegotiate. And 3, take time to pause and remember. There is so much power when we remember the joy that comes and take the time to feel it again. Thanks for joining me, and have a fantastic day, guys. Bye.